What's up, guys? Pyromaniac720 here, and I have for you today a breakdown of the team I used at the West Bablyon Premier Challenge. I titled this the Triple Dragon Top 4 Report. So for those who don't know, I think there's about 31, 32-ish, somewhere around 30 people at the West Bablyon Premier Challenge. There's a lot of top players there, such as Angel, Simon, Cybertron, Trista, Crazy Snorlax, Crazy Blissey, Chuppa, T-Man, James Beak, I think it's how you pronounce it, I'm not sure though. So a lot of really good players there, so I was really intimidated, and I was kind of worried about this team because it was really streaky on Showdown, so I was just kind of hoping that it would end up working. So the first Pokemon I'll talk about is my Mega and my favorite Mega, which was Mega Charizard X. I decided I wanted to use Mega Charizard X after using Mega Kangaskhan at Philly because I missed it, to be honest. I really like this Pokemon a lot. So I ran the exact same one I ran at Philly with 100 HP, 252 attack, 156 speed, Adamant Nature, Flare Blitz, Dragon Claw, Dragon Dance, Protect. Pretty self-explanatory. Pretty standard, I should say, for Flare Blitz, Dragon Claw, Dragon Dance, Protect. Of course, the goal is if people expect Y, a lot of times I can get off a free Dragon Dance because they'll probably Thunderbolt that spot, or maybe just go for a Rock Slide instead of an Earthquake. So the speed is to outspeed Smeargle by max speed Smeargle by 1 point. After Dragon Dance, it outspeeds everything in the metagame except for Mega Aerodactyl and Mega Alakazam. 1 hit KO is Mega Mawile at -1, which I only need 172 attack for. Survives Adamant, Garchomp, Dragon Claw, and Double Target Earthquake. Survives Mega Tyranitar, Double Target Rock Slide. Survives Jolly Double Edge, Adamant Return, and Adamant +2 Sucker Punch from Mega Kangaskhan. But of course it has a huge special defense weakness, so it doesn't survive any Dragon Pulses of any sort. So, second Pokemon is my second Dragon, Garchomp. I gave it a Life Orb because a lot of people have been using Life Orb lately, and it's amazing. I went with a super basic 4 HP, 252 attack, 252 speed, Jolly Nature, Dragon Claw, Earthquake, Rock Slide, like super standard. I decided not to go with the whole 12 HP, 36 special defense to survive HP Ice from Mega Manectric because I didn't feel that Mega Manectric was a problem for me, and also while that spread's really good, at the same time I'll probably be at -1 from a Mega Manectric Intimidate, and so then I'm at, like, even if I survive the HP Ice, like, I don't KO it with Earthquake anyway, so it just KOs me the next turn with HP Ice. So I just felt like I'd go for the most power while maintaining that nice base 102 max speed. So yeah, like I said, super standard, and it's a beast. I mean, I really liked it a lot. I don't normally like Garchomp, but when you give it Life Orb, it does so much, and it's so nice. Third Dragon on the team, Hydreigon. I gave it a Choice Scarf. I went 4 HP, 252 special attack, 252 speed, Modest Nature, Dragon Pulse, Draco Meteor, Dark Pulse, and Fire Blast. I originally had Earth Power in this spot, and then I tested Flamethrower, and then I'm like, well, I'm a Choice Scarf, so I lose that power of Life Orb or Spec, so I should go Fire Blast for a little more power. I went max speed because I wanted to, at worst, speed tie any other Choice Scarf Hydreigon, or if my Choice Scarf got knocked off by something, then against regular Hydreigon I also have a speed tie, which is nice. Yeah, so I don't normally run specs on Hydreigon. I wanted something fast, so that way if I ever led Double Dragon, like Hydreigon Garchomp, and they lead a Garchomp, they sometimes go for the speed tie win, when in reality I actually outspeed them and KO them, which is nice. It's also nice I'll lead Hydreigon Charizard, and then they lead Garchomp, and they think they have this amazing advantage, and then I just go for the Dragon Pulse or the Draco on Garchomp, and I'm able to pick up a 1-hit KO, and usually set up like a Dragon Dance or something, which is nice. So next I have my support Pokemon, Meowstic. 252 HP, 4 special attack, 252 speed, Timid Nature. Actually, let's say Psyshock. I ran Psyshock instead of Thunderbolt this time. I went with max speed because that way with Psyshock I can clean up a lot of Pokemon that are fast when they have low HP, such as, for example, Garchomp, which is why I switched from Thunderbolt to Psyshock, because of course I cannot hit Garchomp with Thunderbolt, but it's very nice hitting them when they have a Focus Sash and they think they have one more turn to dish out some huge damage, and I just quickly outspeed and throw in a Psyshock. Charm is just for physical... Charm is to stop physical attackers. Quick Guard is to stop any fake out in the games with Prankster. It stops Talonflame Brave Bird from hitting my Pokemon. It stops Sucker Punch. It stops other Prankster users. And then Thunder Waves for speed control, since outside of Garchomp, my team is pretty slow. So next we have Malamar, which also complements complements Malamar really well. I ran Lumberry in case I get burned. 252 HP, 252 attack, Adamant Nature, went max attack, and then dumped the rest in the bulk. Superpower for the contrary boost, Night Slash and Psycho Cut are nice stabs, and Protect because Protect's awesome. 1-hit KOs Tyranitar and most Mega Tyranitar. 1-hit KOs most Amoonguss with Psycho Cut at +2, and a 1-hit KOs Aegislash at +2. Assuming it doesn't have some funky defensive spread. So I really like Malamar because it covers my it covers my rock weakness. I'm really weak to Tyranitar in general, which is why I originally started testing Malamar. It hits Mega Venusaur, which I have trouble hitting since I only have Charizard to hit it, which doesn't really help with thick fat. It helps hit Amoonguss. It helps hit Aegislash. It hits a lot of common threats super effectively. And then if I charm it with Meowstic, then it just becomes incredibly dangerous. So the last Pokemon I added was Ludicolo. This originally was Mega Venusaur. I was running dual Megas to help also bluff Char-Y just a little bit more. I ran Assault Vest, super common, obviously Swift Swim to help me counter rain, 232 HP, 252 special attack, 20 speed. I have a Calm Nature, which I know sounds a little weird, but actually it was originally a Modest Nature, and I had Ludicolo all bred and EV'd, and then I evolved it, and I was like, oh, well, I'm still missing Fake Out and Giga Drain, and I was like, wait a sec, Giga Drain's an egg move, and I was like, well, that sucks. Well, then I was like, fine, I'm like, whatever, I'll just teach it Energy Ball, not a big deal. And then I found out that Fake Out could only be learned by Lombre, and so that was my Modest one that I had bred, and all I had left was a Calm one, and it was the night before the competition. I'm like, well, I guess I'll just adjust the EVs and do a Calm one. So my original spread was different from this one, but this new spread, it sacrifices a few special attack points and dumps them into special defense, but overall it does roughly the same stuff as my Modest spread. Ludicolo was great in the tournament, provided Fake Out support for Mega Charizard to set up Dragon Dance. Scald and Giga Drain are really nice. Scald can give me some nice Scald burns. Giga Drain reheals health. It helps me deal with Rotom, which I wall really well. Ice Beam for Dragons. So Ludicolo is just a really good overall Pokemon that I definitely plan on using more in the future. So pros and cons of the team. I had tons of raw power. Triple Dragon is just really strong if people don't expect it. A lot of people, it caught them off guard. They expect me to have Y, which is why I ran 2 Dragons, because I really wanted to bluff Charizard X really hard. I handled pretty much all the common threats, Tyranitar, Kangaskhan, Aegislash, Talonflame, Rotom Wash. Pretty much all of them were handled by this team, which was nice. And it was a lot of fun to use because it just had so much raw power. I can end matches in 3-4 turns a lot of the times. Unfortunately, it had little to no switches. I had 3 Pokemon that were weak to Fairy, and then I had Mega Charizard X, which it's neutral to Fairy, but with its special defense, it doesn't take Fairy attacks very well. So pretty much if I had a Fairy in, if I couldn't outspeed it, I was in big trouble. So Scarf Gardevoir could pretty much run through my team. I had little to no margin for error because of this, so I kind of had to make really good plays. In practice, this caused me to go on a lot of tilts. Is that right? A lot of tilts? I went on tilt many times because of this. But I still went with the team anyway, and I ended up playing well throughout the day. And also the team had very little bulk outside of Ludicolo. The rest of the team, Charizard has some pretty good natural physical bulk. Malamar has some pretty decent natural bulk, but Garchomp, Hydreigon, Charizard, when it's facing physical attacks, really get 1-hit KO'd a lot. I even got 1-hit KO'd by a Staraptor. So if you want to see these battles, I ended up making it in top 4. I beat Aaron Zhang in top 8, which was awesome because he's like one of the best players ever, and it was really an honor to play him on stream. But yeah, so if you want to check out these matches, they're all on my playlist that says live events, and they're just titled West Bablyon Premier Challenge. I had 5 rounds of Swiss where I went 4-1. I ended up being the number 2 seed, and I had the highest resistance in the whole tournament. So if you have any questions on this team or just any questions for me in general, you can tweet at me or DM me on Twitter or message me on Nugget Bridge at PowerManiac720. Till next time, guys. Bye.